Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dog here. And before I jump into the topic, I just wanted to let you guys know there's a new series coming to my channel very soon. It's going to be like a historical overview of everything that's been in Blitz, whether it be kits, maps, or people in the game. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I'm actually really proud of the ideas that I've made so far and like the scripts that I've went over and done. This series will include editing, but the first couple of episodes will not be all that glossy. It'll be a little rough, but I hope you guys enjoy it all the same. Anyways, let's get into the topic. So, we all know that mutes on Hypixel are dished out willy-nilly all the time these days. Mods and helpers can see a comment about gay people and figure, you know what, I'm going to mute that person, even though technically, in Christian theology, gay means happy. So, you know, it could just be a Christian person trying to say happy. You don't know that? I don't know. But yeah, mods and helpers dish out mutes all the time, but if you check in the title, I have a massive amount of mutes. I think I actually have the most mutes on Hypixel. I would love to get some people together that I know that might have a lot and talk about it. But I'm pretty sure I have about 60 to 70. I could actually have more than 70. I think I have definitely in the 60 to 70 range, though. And I'm just here to talk about them all with you. Why the fuck not? So, it all started in 2013 when I knew this helper. I think it was a modder helper. She was a modder helper, named Hyphy. Now, if any of you remember Hyphy, you already got some brownie points for this video. I mean, she was the boss. She was like the staff member that kind of took me under her wing and kept me out of trouble and all that shit. Wait, it's Julian. Wait, we gotta kill him. We gotta kill Julian! Real quick, interrupting the story. Ooh. We got a style on him. Oh, Julian, you suck. Whoa. Yeah, but, so, let's just zoom into the story. So, basically, I got a lot of mutes for spamming and things like that because as a kid, I was kind of retarded. I didn't know when it was the best time to stop doing whatever I was doing, and it led to a lot of mutes on my end, and I think a large portion of my mutes are from in that time span when mods and helpers were actually very chill and personalized, and they muted for whatever they wanted. There was no, like, document that they had to go on and look at. There were no, like, specifications about what requires what length of a mute and how many mutes you have to have before you get this level of a mute and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty much how 2013 was for me in terms of mutes. It was pretty much just mutes for spam and, you know, the occasional cursing because some mods were like, you can't curse, man. You can't do that. And then in 2014, Hyphy was like, you got to stop getting muted, man. You're leading to a ban because back then they actually banned you for a collection of mutes if you had enough. And that was when I started to get really toxic. And I remember one of my mutes, I got banned for saying something very homophobic in the chat. I won't go too far into it, but I got muted and then banned around the time the Mega Walls tournament was actually coming out. It's pretty traumatic. I would have loved to play the Mega Walls tournament, but I didn't get to do that after all. And then over time, I just started getting more and more mutes, like 30 days, 7 days, 14 days alike. And then came the big kahuna. This was in 2014. After I had been muted several times for a week, 2 weeks, a month. I got muted for... Actually, I don't even think I was ever muted up until 60 days, until like way later in my career on Hypixel, I guess you could call it. And I was kind of framed for saying this very rude thing about a moderator in question at the time. Her name was Ali MCC, and I already had an issue with the staff team as is. They knew who I was. Like, at this point, I had kind of developed a name for myself for being that guy with a lot of mutes to the staff team. And pretty much every time I got in TeamSpeak in, like, 2015, a mod, I would, like, say to a mod, hey, check my mute count. You won't believe it. They'd be like, holy shit! So I figure, like, you know, even back then, like, 30 mutes, which is around what I had, was a lot. But yeah, the big kahuna came, and I was framed for this, and I was permanently banned from the server for this. And I remember I pulled this off and I actually became well known for this in like that grubby community on Hypixel that's like really toxic and they try to exploit the rules. And I became so known for it, in fact, that people actually started asking me to make their appeals on the forums. So what I did was Kevin Cool permabanned me for this discrepancy. And I appealed in a DM with him. And it was close to my birthday, so I kind of like said that. I was like, I'm about to, you know, turn this age, whatever. Hypixel is like my main hobby, which it was at the time. This isn't really a lie. And I got unbanned, and I actually traded that permaban for a 365-day mute. Now, I don't know how many people have had that. I'm pretty sure it's definitely under like a dozen players that have ever had a year mute on a Hypixel. I've seen people claim that they have 2-year mutes. I highly doubt that's true. I was like moving my hand in an expressive manner. Sorry for running straight like a fucking retard right there. I know that probably wasn't too enjoyable to watch. But yeah, 365-day mute. And after that, I promised myself. This was in 2015. So this was 2015 to 2016. And I promised myself, I'm like, you know what? No more toxicity. No more toxicity. I'm not going to do it. Even though I was like framed, I like convinced myself that I actually said this to this moderator. And right when I was unmuted, I got muted again. I've been muted for longer than I've been unmuted on Hypixel. I'm even suffering from a 90-day mute right now for sitting in a lobby and talking about raunchy shit with a bunch of people as a joke. So I kept getting muted a lot for many, many, many things. And up until like 2018, the mutes were about 30 days to 60 days over and over and over and over. And it was very repetitive. And then I figured the mod team finally caught on to what I was doing and like what I was saying and things like that. And I was like basically kind of parading it around on Twitter like, oh, you can't keep me muted, you know, blah, blah, blah. I was really like boastful about it, how many mutes I had. I would make tweets whenever I got muted. You'd know if you like followed my Twitter when I had at DuckDuckDog. But yeah, it was kind of a cringy situation altogether. And I just, I don't know. It's not the best. It was very toxic, very bad. But yeah, I kept getting these 30-day, 60-day mutes. I know I'm not really recounting it very well, but you have to keep in mind that the mods at this point in time were muting for pretty much the same thing, and they always have, really. It's either been like spam, or you're being rude, or, you know, you're being disrespectful to staff, you're advertising, whatever. And it's pretty much always in that general area. It was either like, you know, you're being rude, or you're being disrespectful, or you're spamming. It's never been anything too bad, other than the permaban one. But yeah, so I finally got a big boy mute when I got a 180-day mute. Now, this was when I was like, holy shit, wait. This is when I'm getting in a little bit too deep. Oh, wait. Yes, okay, I got him. Okay, we got it. Yeah, but, that was when I was getting in a little bit too deep, and I love how I did fucking nothing that game, and I won. But yeah, it was like a 180-day mute type deal. Yeah, it was kind of uncomfortable being muted for 180 days, because I figured, like, after 365, I'd just have these quick bouts where I was muted, and then I would just go back to being unmuted over and over. Like, it'd just be like, all right, I'm unmuted now. It's time to get a 30-day again, be unmuted for, like, 2 weeks. It was a good exchange. I was, like, unmuted for 2 weeks, and then I got muted for a month. But, yeah, I've had a really bad history of being toxic on Hypixel, and not even, well, at some point in time, I kind of changed from being toxic to being like, I don't respect these rules anymore. Like, these rules are stupid. So around like 2018, I kind of matured and I got out of that 180-day mute, and I was like, you know what? I am actually done with Hypixel's rules. It's not that I want to be toxic, it's just I'm really done with how they're making the rules, because at that point, Hypixel was really being strict with the rules to the point where it made no fucking sense, and it was really just nitpicking, if anything. And this video isn't trying to dog on the mod team or anything, but I just feel like, you know, they could have handled a lot of mutes a lot better. But anyway, so we kept going from there. I got like 90-day mutes, and this was when they started employing those, and that's when it gets fucking annoying for me, because right now I'm actually suffering from a 90-day mute, like I said. And the mute before this one was also 90 days, and the mute before that one was also 90 days. So I've basically been muted like this entire year. I think I've been unmuted for a collective 6 weeks. This whole entire year. Yeah. I didn't get anything as big as 180-day mute ever again. I think I've just gotten the same spam kind of mute. So it's like I kept getting 60 days, 90 days, 60 days, 90 days, 60 days, 90 days, over and over and over and over until we're here now today. I would go over my bans in the same video, but I don't feel like that's correct to do, really, like necessarily, kind of. I don't even know how long this video's gone on, because, you know, playing in full screen, and I don't have a double monitor up right now, so it's like, I'm really out here lost. I could go check, but it'd just freeze, and that'd be very unprofessional of me, right? But yeah, pretty much those are all my mutes. This most recent mute, I don't know if this was really like a story time per se. I was more of just like talking about how mutes worked over time, and I was like kind of just generalizing my mutes. It's very hard to go over every single mute I've ever gotten. That was really fucking annoying what that guy just did to me. And now Sealanson's right there, and he is going to fuck me up, right? That's what's going to happen. You know what? I think that is going to be the end of the video for today. Make sure to stop by my stream in like an hour or two. I feel like streaming today. I'm going to be streaming Pokemon Showdown. It's a cool little quirky minigame that you guys can come view on. And that's about it. I think I'm going to upload a Supernatural clip later tonight, too. So actually, there's going to be 3 uploads in one day for me. Yeah, that's going to be fucking crazy. Today is nuts. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, so make sure to subscribe and all that shit and like the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed my recounting of all of my mutes that I've ever gotten. Yeah, peace the fuck out.